देखिए आज तक HD आज से टाटा स्काई पर चैनल नंबर 508।
श्री राहुल गांधी ने जिम्मेदारी के साथ देश की जनता के सामने अपने सोर्स ऑफ इंफॉर्मेशन का खुलासा करना चाहिए। इनको ये सूचनाएं कौन देता है?
Challenge him today on behalf of the Indian National Congress to submit to a JPC probe.
Massive boost for the Modi government in the 36-aircraft Rafale fighter jet deal. The three-judge bench headed by Chief Justice of India Ranjan Gogoi cleared Modi government of all allegations in the Rafale deal by dismissing all pleas seeking probe into the deal. Puncturing Rahul Gandhi's corruption charge in the deal, Chief Justice said no question were being raised when the deal was announced by the Modi government in 2015. CJI further added that there is no reason for interference in the choice of the offset partner, and the perception of individuals can't be the basis for a roving inquiry in sensitive issue of the defense procurement. Meanwhile, Reliance Industries chairman Anil Ambani has also expressed his happiness over Supreme Court's verdict. Ambani said that the Supreme Court's judgment has established the court's complete falsity of the wild, baseless and politically motivated allegations. Now, what will be the repercussions of this judgment? As the Supreme Court puts an end to the Rafale dogfight, the verdict has come as a huge boost for the Modi government. The government will now claim that this is another medal for their clean image. Congress President Rahul Gandhi's charges of corruption against Prime Minister Narendra Modi have fallen flat. This also means the Congress now needs to revisit the strategy to corner Modi government for 2019. And finally, the apex court verdict has vindicated Modi government's stand on the Rafale deal. Going across to my colleague Gaurav Sawant, Strategic Affairs Editor, India Today. Gaurav, this has been a lot of speculation, a lot of argument in the last few months as far as the Rafale deal is concerned. With the Supreme Court now intervening, does that mean that the entire question on the Rafale closes here and no longer it is a political hot potato that Congress can utilize?
Politically, it will remain a hot potato because Randeep Singh Surjewala, the chief spokesperson of the Congress party, made it very clear. As far as the Congress party is concerned, they will continue to raise the demand for a joint parliamentary committee investigation into the Rafale deal. But as far as the public perception is concerned, this verdict for many is a major shot in the arm for the Narendra Modi government and for the Indian Air Force. Because remember, Ankit, you and I have covered this case right from day one, and the Indian Air Force has actually gone out on a limb, stuck its neck out and insisted it's a clean deal. Chief of the Air Staff, Air Chief Marshal Dhanova, the Vice Chief of the Air Staff, the Deputy Chief of the Air Staff, they've all come on record, held press conferences. They've talked about something which is, usually something that they do not often talk about, including offsets. So they've talked about the pricing, they've talked about the process, and they've talked about offsets. The Supreme Court, in a way, has given a clean sheet to the government on all three aspects, saying that there is no merit, according to them, in these seeking a court-monitored investigation on any of these aspects, given the information that they have at this stage.
Gaurav, also the fact remains that this entire war of words between the government and the opposition party, this was being seen as once again some sort of a hindrance, some sort of a precedence being set of India being once again a difficult market for defense procurement. With this order, is it going to bolster India's image and, of course, the ease of doing business in the defense sector?
That's a very pertinent question you've asked, because Ankit, unfortunately, India has had a history, allegations of corruption in defense deals. Deals would be cancelled, equipment wouldn't come in, and unfortunately, no action taken against those allegedly involved, whether we talk about Bofors or we talk about subsequent acquisition of military hardware. But in this case, both the government and the Air Force were very clear that the deal will go through, because defense preparedness vis-a-vis China and Pakistan was suffering. Squadron strength, the squadron strength was depleting. So Air Chief Marshal Dhanwa went on record to say that the acquisition of even 2 squadrons of the Rafales and the S-400s will be a major shot in the arm for the security forces. And this indeed will bolster, those who want to, invest here, or even go ahead with military hardware sales to India.
Gaurav, stay on with me. Let me also bring in Anisha Mathur, our legal correspondent, who is joining us on the broadcast. Anisha, now legally, what are the options for the petitioners? Basically, even if they go in for a review petition, it will be in front of the same bench. Do they have any hope of once again trying to rake it up legally?
Well, Ankit, the stand that has been taken by the court is that their jurisdiction is quite limited, that it is not up to the court to interfere in an intergovernmental agreement, a contract, and more importantly, since this is a defense-related contract, the scope of judicial interference is very, very low. So even though the petitioners have said, we heard Prashant Bhushan and Arun Shourie both say that they are going to file a review petition, it is not very likely that the court is going to give them any relief even in a review. Of course, politically, this is a question that is going to go on. The opposition is asking for a JPC. Opposition is still raking this issue up in the parliament. But legally, when the court has drawn a line with regard to the scope of interference, with the court specifically saying that judicial interference cannot be warranted on the basis of perceptions and media statements, it is going to be a very tough fight for the petitioners to raise this issue again. Prashant Bhushan, of course, has been saying that certain arguments that they had raised were not considered by the court. On those aspects, maybe the review petition may be filed, but it is going to be a tough sell before the court, which has taken such a clear stand. Ankit.
All right, thank you so much for joining us with all those details, Gaurav and Anisha. Now, apart from what you're hearing from the court, the war of words erupted as soon as the court judgment came. Modi government now wins the Rafale fight against the Congress. Now, ruckus erupted in the parliament as the BJP cornered the Congress over false allegations of corruption in the Rafale deal by the Modi. In fact, on the Modi government, BJP President Amit Shah led a scathing attack on Congress. Shah has sought answers from the Congress president over his source of information. He also asked what stopped Congress from a government-to-government deal and why was the country's security put at risk. Meanwhile, the Congress has hit back. Randeep Surjewala, chief spokesperson of the Congress party, has challenged the Modi government to order a joint parliamentary probe if there is no corruption in the deal. All right, we'll discuss that further. But
thanks for watching the video. For more such news and updates, please like, share and subscribe to India Today. Also check out our other great videos from our channel. We know you would love to.